Almost everyone dreams of being successful in school. Some want to be doctors, some want to be engineers, some want to be entrepreneurs, and maybe even presidents. But here is the real question: how many dream of being helping others become successful? That is the difference between chasing titles and living leadership. There was a boy in a school where I worked as a teacher. He wasn't the smartest in class. He wasn't the loudest in discussions. In fact, many teachers thought of him as just an ordinary student. One day, the school organized a charity event. We needed students to volunteer. And, while most were hesitant, this boy stepped forward. He didn't talk much, but he started calling his friends, organizing donations, motivating others to join. By the end of the week, this so called ordinary student had mobilized the entire class. They collected more donations than any other group of the students. And do you know why they followed him? I'm thinking about this, and I think not because he was smart, and not because he was rich, even not because he was popular. And I'm thinking about this student. I think they followed him because he was always trying to serve them first. He put their needs before his own. That's when I realized something powerful. It's about true leadership. True leadership is not about position, it's about service. We live in a world where leadership is often misunderstood. Many believe being a leader means sitting at the top, giving orders, or enjoying privileges. But the real essence of leadership, especially the kind of leadership the future needs, is servant leadership. Servant leadership means, as a teacher, for example, teachers as role models, not just teaching lessons, but listening, understanding, and empowering students to grow. And then, as a student, students as leaders of the future. Leadership doesn't wait for a title. It starts now with small actions. Helping friends, standing up for what's right, creating opportunities for others, and then as a school. I realize schools as ecosystems of service. Imagine schools not as arenas of competitions, but as communities where everyone lifts each other up. So, where success is measured not only by grades, but by contribution. And here is the paradox. You know, the more you serve, the more influence you gain. People don't follow because they have to, they follow because they want to. Just think about the leaders you admire most. As example, Nelson Mandela, or maybe Mother Teresa, or maybe Martin Luther King Jr. So in my religion, for example, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What do they all have in common? You know, they didn't chase personal glory. They gave their lives to serve, and that's why their names live on. Because people never forget kindness, never forget empathy, and never forget service. Now, we are talking about voices of tomorrow. So, just let's imagine tomorrow. What if tomorrow's doctors are not just skilled in medicine, but deeply empathetic towards their patients? And then, what if tomorrow's engineers don't just build bridges and skyscrapers, but build communities of care? And what if tomorrow's leaders are not obsessed with power, but with lifting people up? That future, yes, that future starts here, in schools, in classrooms, in youth like you. So, here is the challenge. Tomorrow morning, when you walk into your school, just don't just ask yourself, how can I succeed today? Yeah, don't just ask, how can I succeed today? Ask instead, who can I help succeed today? Because leadership is not about how many people serve you. It's all about how many people you choose to serve. The voices of tomorrow are not the loudest, they are kindest. The voices of tomorrow are not loudest, they are the most compassionate, the most willing to serve. And if each of us starts living that kind of leadership today, then tomorrow will be brighter than we ever imagined. My name is Rosandi. Thank you.